It's no secret that some parents will use a fake address to get their kids into better schools. But this year, APS is trying to crack down with a new policy that requires parents to prove where they live every year, even if their kids have already been going to the school. And it's not making everyone happy. News 13's Tina Jensen has the story.
The new policy started after the district found out some overcrowded schools had a lot of students who weren't supposed to be there. But the policy is so new, some parents will be in for a big surprise.
It's registration day at Bandelier Elementary in Nob Hill, a school a lot of parents really want to get their kids into. But now, new and returning parents who can't prove they live within the Bandelier boundaries with something like a utility bill or can't show a transfer slip are going to be taking their kids somewhere else in a few weeks.
It actually opens up more slots instead of people pretending to live somewhere or, saying that they rent or live with somebody and giving a false address. I think it just makes it more fair and evens the playing field.
It's a new policy for every school that was narrowly approved in April, and not everyone thinks it's a good policy. APS board member Annalie Maestas thinks parents wouldn't have to try to beat the system if their schools were better in the first place. She also thinks this could cause a lot of confusion the next few weeks.
I think it's going to be a real hardship for many of our families. Some of the families may not have the kind of documentation that is being required.
Here's why APS says it's doing this. An audit conducted earlier this year of the overcrowded North Star Elementary in the far Northeast Heights found 50 students whose addresses couldn't be verified. And staff at the coveted school believes some parents ask friends who live in the area to let them put the utilities in their name temporarily. A trick that will still work with this new policy, but those parents will have to do it every year now. The APS director of transfer says he understands why some parents choose a backdoor route to get their kids into a school of their choice.
Just because you make a request doesn't mean you're going to get a placement.
About 30% of transfer requests don't go through, usually because the school is filled up. Still, he says, they try to work with parents who want to make a switch and do it the right way.
To us, any reason the parent gives us a valid reason. We don't question the reason. If they just mark other, it doesn't matter to us what the other is.
About 13,000 APS students transfer into schools outside their boundaries every year the official way. That's almost 1 out of every 7 students in the district. APS has no idea how many kids are going to schools they shouldn't be going to. Back to you.
Okay, Tina, transfer requests are up about 10% this year. No one knows yet if that has anything to do with the new policy. In case you're wondering, Bandelier Elementary, Jefferson Middle School, and Sandia High get the most transfer requests.